Hi, this is PR Sundar. Last week I posted 2 videos. I'm very happy that there is a number of views so that I even became eligible for YouTube monetization program. As I said earlier, I'm planning to release many more videos. And today I'm going to talk how to make fixed deposit for collateral for the purpose of trading. I attended a conference called Traders Carnival in 2018 May. Since then, most of the inquiries coming to me are about this fixed deposit. Many people ask me which broker accept fixed deposit, how to make fixed deposit. I already have a fixed deposit. Can I use those FD? And that kind of questions. So in this video, I'm going to explain everything. Number one, when you are trading in options and if you are a seller, you need to pay a large margin money to the exchange. Usually, people will give shares as a collateral to the exchange, and all the brokers accept shares as a collateral. How to make FD as a collateral? If your name is Sundar and if you are holding a fixed deposit in the name of Sundar, that cannot be given as a collateral. That is because the name of the FD is Sundar and Sundar has the right over the FD. When you give FD as a collateral to the exchange, and in case if you default, and the exchange should have the right over the FD to cancel the FD. In normal businesses, what they do, Sundar will go and put the FD in his name, will ask his bank manager to give banker's guarantee to the business associate. There are 2 drawbacks in stock market. One, when you give banker's guarantee, the bank will be charging some money for that. Already the FD interest rates are very low, and after that we are paying some money to the bank as the banker's guarantee charge. It is not worth it. Second major problem in stock market. In India, National Stock Exchange of India do not deal with the clients directly. They deal only through the broker. So you cannot give banker's guarantee to exchange. You have to give banker's guarantee to your broker, and then in turn your broker will have to show this banker's guarantee to his bank, and he has to give another banker's guarantee to the exchange. This is called back-to-back banker's guarantee. In this case, your broker's bank will also charge some money from your broker. Since your broker is helping you, he will not be ready to pay that charge, and he will be asking you to bear that charge. So at the end, you will be paying double the banker's charges. That is not worth. So therefore, National Stock Exchange of India has come out with a very good idea called third-party fixed deposit receipt. It is known as third-party FDR. Let me explain how this third-party FDR works. My name is Sundar. I am having an account with HDFC Bank. My money will be there in HDFC Bank account. I will have to approach the HDFC Bank and tell them I want to make a third-party FDR, and they will ask me to write a request letter, and then they will make the FD. The name of the FD will not be Sundar. The name of the FD will be NSCCL account your broker name. NSCCL stands for National Securities Clearing Corporation Limited, which is a subsidiary of NSE, which is responsible for clearing and settlement. Let us say your broker is IIFL Limited. Then name of the FD will be NSCCL account IIFL Limited. The broker name will be appearing on the FD, but still the broker will have no right over the FD. It is only the NSCCL who has the right over the FD. The money will be taken from your savings account. The FD will be placed in the name of NSCCL account your broker name. The bank will pay you the interest directly to your account. Once in a year, the bank will give you the TDS certificate in your name, but only the name of the FD will be NSECL account, your broker name. The bank will prepare the FD receipt to you, and the bank will also give you a letter addressing NSECL. There is a standard format for that letter. So this FD certificate and the standard letter, both these you have to pass it on to the broker, and the broker will pass it on to the exchange. Then exchange will set the limit for you for trading. As long as you are meeting the obligations of the NSE, you have no problem. FD will be intact and you will continue to get the interest. And in case if you have some obligations, if you fail to pay that money, then exchange will have the right to pre-close the FD, and they will take whatever money due to them, the remaining will be passed on to you. Let us say after 1 or 2 months you want to stop trading. In that case, you have to close your positions. You have to tell your broker, I want to take my FD back. Then the broker will inform the exchange. Exchange will return your FD certificate along with a no objection certificate. So if you take that FD certificate and the no objection certificate from NSECL to the bank will release the money for you. And this is how the FD process works for stock market. As I stated already, this FDR will be very much useful as you do not pay any extra charges to the bank or broker, and you are eligible to get the full interest without any charges. Again, many people ask me, sir, my broker is not accepting the FD. What I found out, generally the discount brokers do not accept FD as a collateral because of the process involved. Second thing, sometimes even banks insist for minimum amount. If I am not wrong, HDFC Bank insists for 25 lakh rupees as the minimum capital. That is because the paperwork for them is also more, because TDS will have to be given to you, interest will have to be given to you, but the name of the FD will be NSECL, and then they have to give a letter. So because of all this process involved, they do not take FD below a certain limit. So people with less money, it is not worth going for this FD because of the process involved. You can always ask your broker, explain these things to your broker. You can ask for FD as a collateral. In case still you are not able to do that, you can always contact us at the number displayed below. We are franchisee with a few brokers, and we can arrange for FD as a collateral. Thank you.